And we got one. J Master 618 added you as their friend.
Mm-hmm.
J Master 618.
Mm-hmm.
Sadie girl. Hey, Bill.
Too bad you brought that picture down a little bit.
That's what I was saying.
Speaking of cool, do we have any more shock?
Nope.
Then you're gonna need to buy some.
Do you like it, Bill?
Some came with caffeine.
And dog food. Thank you, Bill. There's two of them here for you. What's up, Dig? No, Bill, I did not. I'm not a big pool person, buddy. So what you up to there, Jim? That sounds like fun. cleaning land in the morning. That sounds like real fun. I knew what you meant. Bill, every day is an adventure. Yeah, I see it, Bill. I kind of agree with you there, Dig. I'm going to. I don't have to worry about Epic Tribute. Actually,
I would not
hold on a minute.
block
Hold on a minute.
DGT, Dig TV, and honestly, same thing with Epic Tribute. I wouldn't block anybody right now. Let's see what they do.
Well, I already blocked Epic Tribute.
I don't trust any of them. So I want to hear what everybody has to say. If a shit show starts, then you delete the stream. Plain and simple. Oh, fucking joy.
What's up, Paul?
That you need.
I thought it was. All right, Jim. Bill, I knocked it down with the weed eater first, and then I pushed me right over top of it. So, excuse me. You're funny, Paul. What's up, Mike? Thanks, Jim. Hope that also stands true for Emily and my daughter too. Roll this. I would roll this up. I can't find a place to stick it.
Don't look at me.
Right there's good. He said true.
All that BS is why I don't come up on there.
That's cool, Jim. That sucks to be you, Mike. When you come up there, you have to show us the puppy dog. You have him with you. You miss thing or turning my desk white.
Black over here.
Yeah, it's money. That's for sure, Mike. How old is she? Marimima sheepdog.
Marilyn. Marilyn. Marilyn, I believe.
Sounds like she'll be a big dog. Excuse me. Me either, Bill.
I want to know. I think we deserve answers.
The Real King's getting booed.
I don't know who this White Tupac is.
White Tupac's a good dude.
Okay. I didn't know who it was.
What's up, White? Hey, how's it going, buddy?
I promise, I'm not trying to start any kind of drama or shit with my question. I just genuinely want to know why it took that long.
What's up, Dan Bradley?
Hey, Dan.
I knew you was lurking in the background there somewhere.
Like I said, I have no ill feelings against anybody. I'm not trying to start drama. I just need some answers so that I guess I feel better. A lot of trust was broken during that time. And I have a hard time with trust.
Yeah, I completely took my channel down, Dirty, if you don't remember.
And we did that as safety. The lies were going so damn wild, there was no way to even try to keep up, and it just added fuel to the fire. And so the best bet for us was just to back off out of safety. Dan, we got to get together again, hon. Been too long.
He's retired now.
Well, then he's got all the time in the world.
What's
Come
up,
on.
Jason?
Jim, I stayed off the streams, and they still kind of stay off of them, or out of the picture, I should say, because I try to avoid the drama. I just don't want the crap all starting all over again. There we go. The
I didn't
dogs
go
like the
swimming.
pool.
The dogs love it. Obviously, by my picture.
Tuck her up on Kaylee's mat.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be a truck trip.
I want a Jeep.
You don't need to feel like a jerk, Bill. That's about right there, Dirty. What you doing there, Sky?
Jim, I think the only couple of people
Poking
from
your head
there
up here?
that we
You
still
poking your
talk
head
to.
up
We talk
here?
with Ranger and his wife. I talk to Buford every once in a blue moon, and that's usually on Facebook. But other than
Buford
that,
back to being a part of Boom.
Well, it's been a while since I've talked to him, but he's on my Facebook. Other than that, though,
The last I heard. Your pixie doodles.
I can't spell. I mean, there's a couple of them I wouldn't necessarily mind.
I'm not getting
But
any
I just
chat
don't.
over here.
I don't know. I don't like the trolling and trying to drag up trouble. Damn, Dan. That's too hot. There's 100 over there. Thanks, Jason. It's not a huge pool. It's just a 12-foot round, 30-inch high. It was something for the kids and I to be able to cool off in. Kaylee had shoulder surgery, and so it was a way for her to be able to relax and rest and work her shoulder and everything. And then, of course, we found the dogs absolutely love it, and they know how to get in and out. Except for Pixie, she's got to be picked up.
Yep.
She's got a little life vest that she puts on and then swims around.
I like it a lot. Jim. It treats me well.
Bill, all you can do is live and learn. That's all you can do.
This guy's easy to work on and not as costly to work on. Bill, I've always been considered the dark side.
No. Only time we've been the dark side of anything is either family. No, I wouldn't even say that. Your family maybe. But just the internet BS. That's about the only dark side per se. That's only dark because people made it dark. Hey, Will.
Yeah, operating cost and size upgrade.
Maintenance. Or the cheaper end of maintenance versus the Ferris.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's still a pain in the ass, but what's up, Andrew?
You already beat me to it.
Not for a while, Dirty.
We're just slowly getting back into doing streams.
Maybe sometime this fall, maybe. This fall, this winter. Nah, don't worry about it, Bill. There's a button that says scare that.
Bill, we would have trolls in here regardless of who was here. Don't worry about it.
Tucker, you lay in the wrong damn spot all the damn time, dog.
Mute for a second.
Up to 15 watchers. You can't wait to use that thing, can you, Bill?
You popped up your link a little bit.
I keep popping it up. He got an FS91R. I believe is what he said he got yesterday. Oh, excuse me. See, Bill, I pay attention.
Sometimes.
I have the Combi 50, the 56 RC Combi, the residential one. I had the KM 131R until I decided to accordion it. Bill, your wife would have killed you. Eden, what's up, buddy?
Yes, links in the chat. More than welcome to come up.
Yeah, I got to work on my motors tomorrow or Monday or one of the 2 days, if not both. Sharpen blades tomorrow and change them Monday.
Oh, Lord.
What? Yeah, Bill, don't jump off the truck with it. It's not a guitar. Yeah, guitar.
Takes at the same time.
And he said, don't throw it in the river.
Yeah, Eden, you've got a bit of an issue with that one. Damn rivers. Rivers and trees.
If you do, Bill, make sure it's running so it can act like a motorboat.
Well, Eden, you need to go fishing or swimming, one of the two, or diving, I guess it would be actually. Go fish it out.
Yeah, I watched a AWP video today where they found a 16-year-old kid's car in the Bad River or the Snake River.
Snake River. I was going to say, if it was the matter, but we would have put about it here locally.
The police searched for 3 years or 4 years, something like that.
They probably found it in like.
And couldn't find it. And Jared found it in 20 minutes.
Jesus Christ. It might not be. It depends if it got caught on some rocks or whatnot, Eden. It could be lodged down in there. Then again, it could have been swept away too.
Just a little waterlogged.
Just a little.
Maybe some Sears piston rings. And I went to aluminum, Andrew. Yeah, Bill, I'm kind of right there with you on that one.
I don't know. If there are gators in that swamp, I don't think I'd be jumping in. Just make sure you strap it down. Keep it from bouncing all over the place, too.
Yeah, they are way too expensive to lose. The higher up in number you go, the higher up in price you go.
Oh, damn. No, in a river like that, you definitely could not go rescuing it. Not safely.
You could with a grappling hook if you knew where it was at.
I'm not saying you couldn't go fish for it. I wouldn't go jumping in. Because I believe that's the Snake River that he's talking
Yeah.
about. And it does have very quick, fast undertows. So no, I wouldn't go jumping into that one. It's just like I wouldn't go jumping into the Ohio River to retrieve something.
The harbor is too deep.
Snake River is not shallow. We've had a lot of drownings up here off of the Great Miami and the Mad River. We've had 2 drownings and a body found in the past 2 weeks.
But we think one was suicide.
Well, the 2 bodies that were found were, one was a jumper, but the other one had fallen into the river. Now the body that was found was washed up to shore from the river, but they haven't released any more detail than that. They said that foul play looks like part of it, so it's been crazy.
The Great Miami River is another river you don't want to play with. It may look tame and gentle.
No, there's a lot of swift undertows and deep pockets that you don't see. You keep talking about wanting to go down by there, and then at the same time, I'm too damn chicken to do so.
That part where we was down that one time back there fishing,
Yeah,
I'd walk across that area.
well, that's shallow, and I would do that if it had not been raining.
But
There's times where when it's been raining, that area that we were fishing at is deeper than I'll get out.
the Snake River, now that's a deep river. Not Snake River, but the Mad River.
Yeah. Andrew, yes, it is a very dangerous river. There's a lot of areas that people like to fish, or they like to magnet fish, or kayak, different things like that. They don't recommend any swimming, but there's certain spots where kids do swim. It's just really scary.
That sucks, Bill.
Early in the summer, when summer was just starting, there was an 11-year-old girl that was swept out and killed. So, I mean, the river is not prejudiced to anybody, any age, any nationality, gender, sex, whatever.
Basically, if you're going swimming in these rivers, make sure you have life vests on.
Make sure you got somebody with you, too. Oh, damn. So what have you guys all been up to?
Well, I got a dog down here underneath my damn feet. That needs to move.
Pixie's a good girl. She's in her bed.
Where's the kitten at?
Upstairs with Bubba.
Oh.
Chill day here for me.
I cut down my forest to the backyard. You're back. Oh, get rid of my dog here.
Get rid of them?
Get around them.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Like going outside.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet walker, that's for sure. You're fine, Bill. That doesn't sound like fun. Did part of the controls go out from the lightning strike? When will you get the part to be able to fix that? That's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got one right next to our office. That's a scary thought right there, Jim. That is Tucker, Bill. A good time to pee in the pool. No, Bill. Tomorrow's Sunday. The only time I work the weekends is if I get rained out there in the week. What are you doing, pain in the butt, cat? Sneezy McSneezy. There's Doug.
What's
Hey,
up?
Doug.
Look what I have. Oh my goodness.
You have a pip, I have a pain in the ass.
Yeah, so do I. She is a pain, that's for sure.
It's a little big. The other
Ow.
one's a little small on the boobs.
I just washed my hands. I was working in the shop all day, and all my cuts are burning.
Head.
Where are you going?
Hi, what's up?
Jim, what's all good?
I was sitting by the campfire, but there's no light, so I jumped back in my truck for a minute so I could be seen.
Well, it's still daylight here, Jim. See?
Hey, Jim.
Nice. Hey,
Promise I'm in here, just not on cam.
She's just right next to Steve.
You're a pain. Your
Well,
breath smells like
I was gonna say I know I'm a pain, Steve, but you know, whatever, dude. Oh my goodness.
you're a pain.
Doug, you got me jealous, man.
Why is that, buddy?
That walker.
Oh, the little Walker B.
Yeah, man.
That's-
I like that
that's-
thing.
That's what I was working on today. The gearboxes were just absolutely hammered inside. They had no oil in them, and it drew moisture and it rusted up.
Ow.
So I slapped gear oil in them. I ran it this week for about 15 hours, and then I drained that fresh gear oil, and it looked like it had been changed in 100,000 miles.
Wow.
So I said, that's it. That is not going to clean it out enough. So I literally tore all the gearboxes apart today, completely down to nothing. Cleaned everything. And, I just scrubbed it off with like gasoline and then sprayed it out with a brake clean. Cleaned it completely out, put it all back together, and put new gear oil in it. So hopefully we
Well,
can
that was a chore.
salvage some parts out of it. I got one bearing that's pretty questionable, but we'll just keep an eye on it. I'm gonna have to order new bearings for all of them eventually, I think. But yeah, that's what I was working on today. And I tell you, that little Walker with that 48-inch mulch deck, that mulch deck is truly an amazing mulch deck. I cannot even explain how well it mulches.
Yeah, there's second to none in my opinion on that.
It is crazy. I'm cutting off 3 inches of Kentucky Blue at 8 miles an hour, and there's nothing.
Nothing.
It's clean. It's crazy. As long as it's dry. Now, the dew of the morning, you got to slow down a little bit and let that deck work. But
Yeah.
nope, it is crazy how well it works. I am thoroughly impressed. We bought it used, Jim, just to try it out and to see how well it would work. And if it didn't work, I was just going to sell it. But
Yeah.
I'm ready to go buy another $15,000 new one.
Oh.
They're nice, man. People love them down here because the St. Augustine is such a wide, thick blade and grass, and the Zenith Zoysia, which is basically the equivalent to fescue. So people love using those machines down here.
Yeah.
You don't see everybody using them because you only see the very serious people with those things. They're not cheap, and so not everybody springs for them. Though.
Most of your mow companies around here, they've all got walkers mixed into with their fleet.
Yeah.
For the smaller residentials, it's easier to run the walker baggers or mulchers. One pass done in and out rather than trying to double cut them. So, yep, they all have them. There's every stinking trailer that drives by that's a lawn care guy has a walker on it. Usually they're baggers. The GHSs.
Yeah, there's
or the Exmark Navigator, which one's the
Navigator?
It's the same thing as the walker. It's got the bagger on it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right here too, Bill.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
There's a polo field, actually 3 polo fields on one farm that I did 10, 11 years ago, and they use walkers on their field. And one actually they have one of the fields is a pro level, and they actually use like greens mowers on that one, but the other ones they use the walkers.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. The ride quality is a little rough, especially because I got the basic seat, and plus it's an older basic seat, so it's a little tough on the backside. And I wouldn't mind getting a good comfort seat put on there, but as far as operation, it works great, man, and it's pretty fast. I think, mine's an older one, so I think it does about 8 miles an hour. The new ones, the 27Is are rated at 11 miles an hour. But
Wow.
yeah, I'm impressed with it. It's a pretty good little machine.
I know Ken at KLC loves his too.
Yeah, I'd love to get a GHS one with a bag on it.
Yeah.
Spring and fall, just bag it up and be done. We'll see.
I've
will
seen a
see.
couple around here that have those high reach baggers,
Oh, yeah.
you know, that you could like lift up over your truck bed and drop.
Yeah, I think they call them high dumps.
Those are pretty
is
cool.
what they call them. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are cool. You don't have to just back
What's
up,
up, Rob?
lift it up, and then dump it. Takes you
Yeah,
less than
just
a minute. You're in
keep
and out
going.
of there. Don't even have to get off the rig. But that, I think, is about a $4,000 or $4,500 add-on from the factory. Just
Oh, it
for
can't
the-
possibly be cheap, but if you got the right lawns, God, that would be worth it.
Mhm. Yeah,
Just- Push a button and boom, done.
done. Yeah, they're pretty sweet. But
Hey, Rob.
my biggest problem is
Steve, when'd you get the Skag?
When did I get the Skag?
Well, go ahead. Ethan.
what, two
No,
years ago, year and a half
Not
ago.
last year.
Yeah, last season.
About mid-season last year.
What was that? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he got the 61.
Yeah. I saw that in that video today. I was like, whoa, that's a beast.
Cuts down a lot of time.
Uh-huh.
Not good for small yards, though.
No, it's not.
You don't go through the gate. You go over. Well, you literally go through the gate if you want to.
That's right.
You got to run it over.
I'll tell you what, that Skag's got some torque behind it.
Yeah. Very rare.
Rob, what's up, man?
Bog mine down, Steve, but she just goes. My Skags.
I haven't been on StreamYard in so long. I'm having to relearn how to navigate.
Oh, what's the comments? Who's down there?
Rob
Oh,
Waymaker's
Rob.
in there.
Rob from Waymakers down there. What's going on, Rob?
We got Cody, WWE fan.
Yeah, I see
Cody?
Bill. Cody's my fellow. Yeah, Cody's my fellow Idahoan, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's on the-
north of you, I do believe I remember right.
He's straight east of me on the other side of the state, up in the mountains.
East. Okay.
He is
He's up in
right
the mountains.
where Cody lives. Is beautiful. He is like right on the outskirts of Yellowstone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, he's up in the. He's like 6,000 feet in elevation, I think.
He's up there.
Yes, he is. Beautiful country, though. Beautiful country. I'm on the other side of the state in the desert, the high desert. Oh, I'm getting hugged. Hi, baby. Where it's hot and miserable.
It's hot. Speaking of that, Rob, have y'all gotten any rain? I know Ben was talking about how they hadn't had rain in weeks. Thanks, Bill.
I'm not subscribed to this one yet.
I'll have rain about September.
Yeah.
Maybe September into October is when we start getting
Yes,
our rain
I am.
again. No rain until then.
July, August, and September is usually pretty wet around here, but this July it's rained every day. It starts at 1:30 and rains till about 5:30 every day. It's been driving me
I watch
nuts.
pressure washing
Jim,
videos
you're in the
on
wrong area. With your irrigation background, you
Instagram
can
and
come out
stuff.
here and make a killing because everybody's 100% irrigated.
Every
Yeah,
Every
that's-
lawn is irrigated.
Yeah, it's the exception to not have irrigation around here.
Right. No, every lawn is irrigated here. There's sprinklers. Some of them are tied into city water. Some of them have their own wells. But yeah, everybody's irrigated here.
Yeah, Andrew, they're up just past you, up here in the mountains. It's been about normal, a couple of showers a week, but down on the coast, man, it's just relentless.
Well, you guys are getting into hurricane season, aren't you?
Yeah, we actually had that was was it July 1st? We had a tropical storm literally formed right in front of our house, for all things considered, right there in Georgetown,
Oh gosh.
which isn't abnormal. They usually, we get a couple of, the tropical storms are really nothing more than just freaking thunderstorms. But here in about 3 weeks, the big boys will start firing up and, threatening the coast potentially.
Rob's comment that is going to be 110 this week, and they haven't had rain in a month. That's about.
Oh yeah, I see that.
That's about the same here, Rob. It's been hot, no rain, nothing. And honestly, if we get a storm this time of year, it's just thunder and lightning. There's no rain in them. And the worst part about it is the thunder and lightning start fires. So we've got all the grasslands and forests and everything right here, so it's always a fire. So, yeah, and then we burn up, and then you guys get to see all the West Coast fires. Yeah, Jim, that little Walker bee is so dinky. You get on it, I stand next to it, and it looks like a toy.
Yeah, I know. It's like me.
It's like, but it actually goes pretty good.
They're cool mowers.
It's longer than what I'm used to because you got your deck out front and your tractor behind.
Yeah.
So it takes up a little bit more space on the trailer, but yeah, I think altogether it's just a hair under 700 pounds with the deck and everything on it. So it's pretty light footprint when you're going across lawns, which actually is nice because I've hit some wet areas where broken irrigation line or something like that is, and that skims right over the top, where if I was on the 52 Skag, I'd sink down in that sucker. So,
yeah, and that was, I know when back in the early 90s, that was one of their big selling points, especially down here where, once again, the soil can get really wet because we get a lot of rain, is they wouldn't, they have the least potential to trench the yards.
Yep. Yeah. And then, I've only really ran it for this last week. And, being I'm a big chicken anyways, I didn't put it on a whole lot of hills the first couple days because, I was getting used to the machine. And then Thursday, when I'm getting more comfortable running it, because running a walker is totally different than any other mower.
Yeah.
But I put it on some pretty good hills, and man, I'm impressed. That thing holds a hill. I'm like, holy
Oh, really?
cow.
It seems like they would.
Yeah.
I mean, they're wide and planted, so that would make sense.
But see, it's not that wide. The tire to tire.
Well, no, the bee's not. Yeah.
It's not. The tire to tire is only like 42 inches or
Yeah.
something like that, so it's not that wide. But it holds the hills, man. I'm thoroughly impressed with it. So. But around here, I always run the Skag V rides because there's a crap ton of hills, and if it does break loose, you just jump off and let the
Jump
mower
off.
go. Yeah, well, you can't do that on that. You got to take it for the ride down the hill. So I'll find its limits, but so far it holds hills well.
I can't give you opinions.
Jason.
I gotta read the comments. I'm sorry.
I can't give any opinions on hills. We have none.
You got hills, don't you, Jim?
Not down at the house. It's totally flat. Up here at the property, we're in the mountains, and there's a lot. But on the coast, it's literally flat. It's like you go from 0 sea level to there might be a 5 to 10 foot change with nothing you never noticed.
Jason, that's a Walker. Mine's actually a Walker B, Model B, and mine is the smaller motor, 18 horse. Yeah, so that's amazing, Jim, because here on the West Coast, when we go to the ocean, which Laura's actually was raised on the ocean in Washington, southern Washington, over there it's all mountainous. So mountains, ocean. So yeah, there's a lot of hills and mountains right there next to the ocean. So that's what you're talking about. There's no hills, and I'm like, well, Jim lives by the ocean. There's got to be hills. I'm just pre-programmed into that because that's what we were raised on.
No, complete opposite here. Any mountainous terrain is at least any hilly terrain, just hills, is a good 2.5, 3 hours away from the coast down here. And and it gets pretty flat pretty quick.
We were over there last fall because we love the ocean. Of course, the West Coast ocean is a lot different than the East Coast. It's always
Very.
cold. It's always raining because it's rainforest over there. And we thought, well, maybe we'll just move over there, start up a mowing business, kind of make do. But over there, they mow like every 2 weeks, maybe every 3 weeks, because the grass just doesn't grow. Because, in the summer, it's a hot day, it's 80 degrees.
Right.
It's just cold, and it rains all the time.
That's that's what it is here. I mean, a hot day is over 80 degrees.
Right.
And it's literally a rainforest, so it rains a good bit. But
Yeah,
and then
but-
I go home 5 hours away, and a cool day is 90.
Right. I'm trying to read the comments because I'm not.
Yeah, me too. Damn, go to football camp and then go to work.
Monday is our coolest day of the whole month. And we're going to be about 95. That's the coolest day of July, the whole month. 95.
Wow, damn.
Miserable, man.
That's what August is for us. August is just misery.
It's pretty bad when you're looking forward to 95. You're like, oh man, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so nice.
Yeah, that's it. Started this week. Usually mid-July through mid-September, it's atrocious. And after a while, the only thing you're praying for is just no humidity. I'll take 95 and no humidity all day. Humidity, it'll kill you, man.
We're taking off for another workation on the 28th or 9th. I can't remember, to a camp area. It's about a 25-minute drive from here. So we're going to drag the fifth wheel out. We're going to stay there. We'll drive into town, work, and then we'll go back out at night. But the reason we picked that campground is because that campground actually has electricity. So we can plug in and run the AC on the fifth wheel. Because it's going to be way too hot to not have AC.
Yeah. When you're working outside like that, it doesn't matter if it's 85. You want to come home to air conditioning.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yes. So we're going to go out for, 10 days or 2 weeks, something like that. But this is in an actual campground, which we don't usually do, but we had to. We needed the power to run the AC. It's too hot.
Yeah. Makes sense to me.
That's what Ken's doing right now at the KLC. He's.
I saw that on Facebook. I saw he was out and about.
That's exactly what we do. We take off to a campground close by, stay in the RV, run into town, mow during the day, run back out to the RV. It's awesome. It's fun.
So I want the 70-degree weather, Matt.
It's a lot of fun to do that.
We did it a few times at because it's around us. You've got campgrounds that are like right on the beach, like beachfront, and we've done that often. Just it's like
Well, shit.
jump in the camper and go hang out at the beach for a few weeks, and I just go out to work from there.
I'll run out there and show you our fifth wheel, Jim. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know.
I don't think I have.
Seen my other. I've got another channel, just an RV channel, but it's pretty small yet. Here we go outside. Look, it's still daylight.
I think I'm subscribed to that channel. I remember now that you say it. I remember you talking about it.
Bugs on the windshield. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then over here on this side, I'm actually on the. I got to get over. I'm on the neighbor's property, but they got a couple slide outs there.
Oh, wow.
About that, Andrew.
Man, that's what I wish we could have.
Yeah.
But we can't. I mean, we live in old historic downtown area. We're lucky to get the R pod pulled back in there. Of course, we just sold it recently too. So, and it was just taking.
Those are cool, dude.
We love that thing, but it's just like we're getting ready to build a whole brand new garage. We've got a house renovation going on right now. It's like this thing if it sits in the driveway, it'll sit here for 2 years, get dirty, get moldy. I was like,
Gotcha.
let's just sell it. We'll get another one next year when this is over with.
That's a 35 footer, that fifth wheel there, Jim.
Wow. That's
35
room.
footer. It's a biggie.
That's leg stretch room there.
Yep. And then there's the garage. There's the Skag and the locker right there.
There it is.
Working on equipment.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy. But yeah, that's our home away from home. So I don't know if you. Hang on, let me get back in the house. We've kind of been out of touch for a while, but we go south for the winter now. So we head to Arizona for a couple months every winter. So in this January, we will take off, and we won't be home until the first week of March.
Yeah, y'all took off this past winter. I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yep, we did. We only went about 6 weeks this past winter, but this winter we're planning on more about 9 or 10 weeks. And I gotta hang on.
I'll be right back, guys.
So anyhow,
All right.
so
I'm
we
gonna
had
go smoke a cigarette.
a 28-foot Upland trailer, and we sold that and bought the Arctic Fox fifth wheel just a couple months ago because we wanted something a little bigger. And we're going to be living in it for 2.5 months,
That was the other reason we sold ours too, because that R pod for a long time, it was just Ellie, the daughter. She's actually my stepdaughter, and usually we'd plan big long trips sometimes when she was with her dad, so it'd just be me and Sarah.
Right.
And but now there's and Henley, the oldest, would come along sometimes as well. Now he's kind of flown the coop, and now he's got his own place and living down in Charleston and everything. But now we've got Pierce, and he has to go everywhere. It's like we outgrew that R pod in a matter of seconds. It's like,
Right, yeah.
sell it, sell it, and then when this renovation work is over, we'll reevaluate.
Those R pods are pretty cool, though. I mean, for what they are, they're actually pretty cool rigs.
Yeah, well, and Sarah had bought it before we met, and so she literally just went on trips with mostly with just her and Ellie. It was a journey thing for the two of them. They just always went places together and spent time together, and they're fun. I was surprised because when I saw it, I was like, that thing's not even big enough for me. But you get in there and it's like, wow, they designed this thing right. Tight, but it's done right. It's like, this is really cool.
Ours is like a stinking house. My daughter, who spent a year in France, my elder daughter, she was FaceTiming with a friend from France right after we got it, and she said, one, that's the most American thing I've ever seen, and two, it's bigger than my flat. So it was bigger than her apartment. The inside of the fifth wheel was. But yeah, no, we just enjoy it. It's our home away from home, and it's got lots of room. And yeah, I got it all set up. I'm getting ready to put some more solar on it, and it's got a big TV in there, and it's crazy. It's just crazy, but it's a house on wheels.
Yeah,
and it's fun. It is fun. So we've been out, twice this mow season for 2 weeks at a time. So we go out and stay out for 2 weeks, but we're not staying out because we drive back into town, mow, and then we run back up. But I had to get a new, my left front jack wasn't working right, so I had to bring it over to the shop, and we just got that fixed. So I just got it back. It was over there for 2 weeks. So now we're heading out again. See ya. We don't need to be at the house. The house is boring.
Yeah.
There's like kids here, but they're adult kids. But
Yeah.
Who wants? Yeah, they can take care of themselves.
When was your daughter in France?
Let me see. She was in France, and she got home just when COVID, a couple months before COVID hit the States.
Okay, so a little over 2 years ago or so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's when my son's going to Spain. He's spending, I think he's spending 8 months in Spain. I think it's 8.
Yep, she was an au pair, so she was a nanny.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Yep, and she had her bedroom. She had her own balcony out her bedroom door, and she was like on the 2nd floor. And she opened up her balcony doors and went out, and she was looking right at the Eiffel Tower.
No joke. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
For an American family?
Where you traveling?
No, it was a French family. What's
Okay.
that, Emily?
Cody was asking where you were traveling. I told him kind of all over.
Oh, sorry,
but I
I'm not
figured you
watching
could
the
explain that
comments. So we went to Arizona last year, Cody. It was horrible. We pulled into Yuma the 2nd week of February. It was 89 degrees. It was just nasty. No, it was beautiful. And then we went to Lake Mead, and I went down to Ajo, Arizona, which is clear down the Mexican border in the National Pipe Cactus Forest. And we saw all the Joshua trees and saguaro cactuses. It was just awesome, man. It was totally awesome. This year, I don't know. We haven't firmed up any plans yet, but it'll be Arizona area. I wouldn't mind getting over to New Mexico a little bit. But the problem with New Mexico, it's higher elevation, so that means colder in the winter. And the whole point of going south for the winter is to stay warm. So we'll see. I'd love to get down to Texas on the Gulf of Mexico side, Corpus Christi down through there, but it's a lot of driving, and diesel's very, very expensive right now.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you can say that.
God.
Mm-hmm. And that big old fifth wheel, I don't know. I haven't really opened it up or got it out on the open road yet, but it's probably going to be somewhere between 10 and 12 miles a gallon, maybe. So.
If not a little less.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know. We haven't firmed up any plans yet. We just kind of pick an area.
Gas has dropped a lot, though.
Hasn't here yet, Jim. I'm waiting. Everybody else is like, "Oh, we're down 20 cents," and I'm like, "We're still the same." No, it sucks.
Well, in a week it went from $4.60 to it was $3.99 today, and the gas station said it was going to drop more tonight.
Please, can I get a drop?
Man, you're lucky, Andrew. I wish it was below $4. We're close. We're at $4.12, but still.
Oklahoma. Rob, I would love to go down and see you guys down in Oklahoma. That would be totally awesome.
I keep telling Rob I'm coming, and he won't answer the phone. He won't reply back. I'm just kidding.
No, I'd love to go see Rob and Ben and all them guys down there. Who else we got down there? We've got Lawn Care Little Guy. We got Bushwhacker. They're all down in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
When doing videos.
I love going to Oklahoma, man. It's pretty out there. Pretty damn flat too, but it's pretty.
Yeah, we just like to go down in the warm weather. That's all we're trying to do.
just let it be 65 degrees, please.
That's it. We hung out in Arizona. I think our coldest day was about 60. Most of them were up in the 70s. It was awesome.
Can't argue with that in the winter.
No, because up here it's like 10, 20 degrees.
Yeah.
Unclick it. That's the only way if somebody goes and records a part of your video and tries
Andrew, I've been to Texas once.
You have to unclick that.
No, Cody, I won't go in the summer. We go in the winter.
Using it in public.
And Yuma, I loved Yuma. Yuma's like 100,000, but it's not that big. It's still got the small town mentality.
You get what I'm saying?
Man, it was awesome.
You have to do that for each and every one, every single time.
What totally blew me away is we were driving through Yuma and the city parks. They got like orange trees. Well, I've never seen an orange tree before. You know.
Oh, really? Wow.
We don't have orange trees. We have apple and cherry and stuff like that.
Yeah, cold weather fruits.
Right. We don't have that warm weather stuff. It was amazing. Laura's like, pull over. Let's go steal an orange.
I've got 2 orange trees in my front yard. They're actually the anchor trees on the corner of the house.
Yeah, lime and lemons, and yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, you can grow it all down here too.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a new experience for us. And the guys were mowing downtown. I told Laura, I said, I'm going to go over and ask them if they want help so I can shoot a lawn care video.
Mowing in the winter.
Mm-hmm. But we didn't have time, so.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a pool noodle.
But I go.
right
The
here.
reason I go to Arizona primarily is because my sister is a full-time RV person. She's been on the road for 3.5 years now, and she winters over down there. So I get to go down and see my sister. So that's kind of cool.
Nice. I'm still listening. I can hear y'all. I got to go over here and get some tea. Oh.
Beaches. Rod, it is now 9, coming up on 9:30, buddy.
You are a pain in the butt, buddy.
I just love you.
Andrew, I would love to go down to the south. That's someday. I'll get back down there. It's just too far for me to go when you only have 2 months off. That's a lot of driving.
Yeah, that's a long trip, man.
Oh, man.
Especially if you're pulling a fifth wheel.
Yeah, I imagine if I map that out, it's over 3,000 miles from where I live. It's a long way.
So I know from my house, it took me just to get over in Oklahoma City. That was a 20-hour drive, and that was just with a truck hauling ass.
Yeah, you don't haul butt when you're pulling the fifth wheel.
No.
You got a nice, easy pace. 60 miles an hour is it.
I was going to say 60, 65 maybe, and just roll.
Yeah, you just go nice and slow.
I'm right there with you.
I stay in the slow lane, and everybody goes around me.
That's a one.
It was funny over the weekend before the 4th. You could tell all the RV people that hadn't had their RVs out in a year because we were coming up here to the mountains to my parents' house to hang out for a week or two. And about every 5 miles, there was an RV on the side of the road with a flat tire. And Sarah was like, "What's with that?" I'm like, "Because they haven't used them since this time last year. That I guarantee it."
So we bought ours used, Jim, and it's a 2016. And the tires that were on it were the original tires from the factory. They were 5.5 years old. I said, nope, we went over and put brand new tires on it. $1,200 later, she's got new shoes.
You get this, man. I just got a new truck, an F-150 2007 with 15,000 miles on it.
Oh, wow. That's low.
Yeah, it was my father-in-law's. I tried to buy it from him like 3 years ago because it just sat there beside the house. I had never seen it move. I was like, "Ray, sell me that damn truck." "Nah, I might have to take something to the dump one day or something." I'm like, "Ray, how long has it been since that truck moved?" He's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Yeah, you do. You know everything." He's literally that dude remembers everything. It just everything down to the second. And so this year we moved him down to Georgetown with us, got him an apartment down there. And so we were up there helping him get shit ready. I'm like, "Ray, I see that truck hasn't moved in about 3 years again." So he finally gave up on it. He's like, "Yeah, I guess I don't need it down there. And if I do, you'll help me out, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll help you out, Ray."
Oh, wow.
But I didn't know the mileage. I was like, "How many miles is on it?" He's like, 15,300. I was like, 15,000? You mean 150? He's like, "No, 15,000. I'm like, "Good God, it's a brand new truck."
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I just flipped 127,000 on my Dodge Cummins.
Thought I was clapping hands, just washing
They're
hands.
just They just get broken at that. Everything else goes out. Brakes.
Yeah.
As of the old name.
The motors run forever on those.
Yeah, that's a 500,000 mile motor before you even have to think about anything.
Yep. And she pulls like a mule, man. That thing pulls all day long.
Yeah, I'm driving an F-250 diesel now, dirty.
Yeah, what is that, like 07, 08? What year is that?
07.
That's because I had one exactly like that, but it's 4-wheel drive, same color and all.
Not what I wanted. I wanted food, but
Unfortunately, mine's a 2-wheel drive.
It's all right, man. Those things are hostas, man. They'll pull some shit.
Yeah, it passes everything but a gas station.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that is something.
Well,
The
my
truck gets
Dodge,
grounded. It's only
As long as
allowed
I-
out for work, and that's it.
as long as I keep it at about 65, the Dodge empty gets about 18 miles a gallon, 18, 19. If I go
Yeah,
up
that's
to
pretty
like
good.
8, if I go up to 80, then it drops clear down to 14 or something like that.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, you're spinning them pretty high at 80.
As a matter of fact, that 07 that I had, that one wasn't even diesel. That was the V10. Talk about something that sucked some gas down.
The V10, yeah, V10 sucks some gas.
Nope, it's 2-wheel drive.
I'll never go back to a gas motor again. Not while I'm pulling crap around, because that diesel is amazing.
No, yeah, pulling, you almost have to have it, man.
Because that's all I do, Jim. I pull the mow trailer, and then when we're not pulling the mow trailer, I pull the fifth wheel. And I'm just pulling all the time. That's all I do
Yeah.
is pull stuff. And my mow trailer's not light. It's almost 6,000 pounds loaded up.
Yeah, it definitely pays off for you to have one.
Oh yeah. And there's several hills that we pull. There's 6% grades for 3 miles that we go over to mow, and shoot, they don't even slow down. You can go over the top as fast as you want. My gas truck was dying, man. It was like in second gear, screaming at 40 miles an hour to get up that hill with the mow trailer on, but not the diesel. Diesel just pulls. Yeah, Steve, you got the 6.0, don't you?
Yeah, I got the 6-liter.
I had gas. Put new head studs and gaskets on. She's good to go.
Oh gosh, a V10, that would be a gas guzzler.
Actually, the V10s get decent gas mileage. That's what the school truck was.
They're really not as bad as you'd think they are. As long as you're light, you just
As long as you don't have
gradually-
a heavy foot.
Yeah, as long as you gradually accelerate with loads and stuff, it's not bad. But if you got a heavy foot, especially under load, you could literally watch the damn needle move.
Yes.
Even with the meaty ass tires I got on my truck, it hates the damn snow.
Shoot, my last GMC, which had the 5.3 in it, but it was lifted, it had bigger tires on it. Shoot, at 65 with the tailwind, you might get 14, 15 miles a gallon.
Yeah.
That was, it's horrible.
Oh yeah, Rob's got the V10, so he knows.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, you still driving that old Ford? That's a cool looking truck, man.
Yeah, the old F-150.
Yep.
Yeah, his buddy sold him that truck right before he passed away.
That's right. I remember that. Which wasn't long before the dumbass jumped out of the back and screwed himself up.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bill, you're a dumbass.
But we still love you. Me.
Maybe. There you go. Maybe.
Debatable.
Depends on how the tonight goes.
I'm teasing, so.
I'm not.
So how's the power washing business going?
It's been going really good, man. It's been a crazy year. Last year was really good. This year was kind of through the freaking roof.
Yeah, I watch you on TikTok and Instagram. One or the other.
Yeah, yeah, it's on both. I didn't put much on TikTok much in the past couple of months. I don't think I did. I try to simultaneously do both of them, but I keep up a lot on Instagram because that's where I get a lot of business off of Instagram. A lot of I got in contact with a few really good real estate agents from doing that, and I keep grabbing one or two more every year, and all of them pump work. So it's been I stay very active over there.
Yeah, Bill, we know you're not 20 anymore.
Not 30 either.
I think you're what, going on 60?
Oh, jeez.
I thought he said he gets Social Security next year.
What was that?
Jim said he got Social Security next year.
Oh.
Shake your paw. No, don't go over there. You don't want you over there.
All right now.
Don't want your claws in my skin either. Ow.
I'm exhausted. My brain's fried. My body's fried. A lot of time in the car when you're driving.
Ow.
I thought he was younger than us.
No, he's a couple years older than me.
Damn, Bill, you're gonna be old as hell. You're gonna be old as dirt.
I thought he was younger than us.
Nope. Looks it, but he's not.
He is an old fart then.
Old popcorn fart.
Popcorn fart.
Those happen to be like the funniest farts though. Okay.
All right.
See, where y'all living now?
Up north of Cincinnati.
You still in that house y'all moved into a while back, or did y'all move again?
No, we're sitting in the same house.
Okay.
I got to jump off here. Steve Laura needs my assistance on some stuff before we go to bed sometime tonight. So,
Okay, Eden.
See you,
Yeah.
Doug.
good to
Thought
see
father.
you, buddy. Yeah, good to see you. And don't be a stranger, man. We'll
Take
see
it
you around.
easy.
I
Bye,
won't.
Emily. Bye, Steve.
I hadn't talked with Doug in a while either. Not face to face like that, I guess, through chat, but that's about it.
Yeah, he's a cool cat.
Yeah, I like Doug a lot.
Yeah, he's a good guy, definitely.
Very level-headed. Doesn't deal with all the drama and BS. He'll put his foot down real quick with it.
Yeah.
Say to you, your damn claw.
Yeah, so we disappeared from YouTube for a while, but we haven't disappeared from the community. We have some other chat groups and stuff that we're going.
Oh, really? That's smart. That's what some of us did too. We just had our own little Zooms going on.
It was safer with some of the crap that was being thrown out there for us to just kind of back off versus trying to sit there and battle. Because I could have said anything and everything till I was blue in the face, and everybody was twisting and turning it every other way possible. So it didn't matter what we said or what we tried to do, so we just backed off.
It's a smart thing to do. I think, there was a lot of people that did, though, to be honest with you. I mean, people that weren't even like directly linked in any way. I think it was also just a crossroads where, a lot of us, because of fucking COVID, we were on it and around it every day. It was like, holy shit, there's a point where it's like, man, I got better shit to do,
A lot of this started before COVID.
Yeah, I mean, it had.
It was prior to COVID.
Yeah.
And whatnot. So, and it was just one of those things that people just ran their mouths. I mean, I could point out names, but I'm not going to. It's not worth it. But, I mean, just would run their traps about this and that. And I think probably, and I'm going to bring it up just because it's probably the one thing that's bugged the crap out of me the most. And that's the fact that there were people stating that the reason we took KK with us on all the little meet and greets when we were meeting up with people was to basically pimp her out.
Oh, that's the one thing since you brought it up, I'm going to tell you. That's the one thing that I heard out of Shishi's mouth that I was like, come on, you're so full of shit. And like I said, and the story just kept evolving. I'm like, there's nothing true about any of this.
That's what pissed me off, and that's what started bringing up a safety concern. Because they drug my daughter into it. And, had that continued going around, and it went around for a little while. But had that gotten to the right people, I could have lost my child. I could have had an open investigation and everything, and I could have had some trouble on my hands for a while. I mean, that was detrimental to our safety.
I never thought of it like that, but you're 100% right.
You're talking about a minor child that you're being accused of pimping out to the people that were going around out of state to go visit. And you were one of those people. You're one of the ones that we came to see.
You and Will.
You and Will. That's what I was so blown away by, was that all of those rumors. I'm like, wait a minute here. Some of the people saying some of this shit or that are believing this shit are people we went and saw. And they know that that's the furthest from the truth.
And that's exactly what made when that portion was literally added to the story, not in the very near future of all that. That's when I went, yeah, I know for a fact he's full of shit. And it just, there's nothing truthful that comes out of that mouth for sure.
There's not.
Even to this day.
It absolutely killed us that people turned their back believing that. We've not done anything to anybody to hurt anyone.
It's sad, and I think usually, I'm really good at seeing the BS right when it comes in the door, but being at a time when everybody was trying to be chill with that dude, it's like, and obviously it didn't last long. You can see that, but and that was one of the turning points. Really, it was just like this. He's still trying to play some. He's a true narcissistic fucktard. I'm just gonna say it. I don't care who hears it. I've never been one to keep my mouth shut, but that's how I got here, right? It just, the stuff, it just, it's baffling. It's very baffling. Makes me scratch my head, really.
That was one of the
And-
big things. And like I said, I'm not trying to start the drama back up. I'm not trying to, shit talk or anything like that. But I'll be honest, when you guys all started coming into chat, I froze up and I got really quiet really quick going, oh shit.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah. Because I'm
Yeah.
still, I'm on edge.
No, I get it. I totally get that. And,
I don't mean any disrespect, but I mean, it'll take a couple of minutes for me to kind of let it go. And
no, I totally understand that. I would too.
It was like, what, a week ago I had Will up on the stream?
let's see, here we've got more issues now.
What's up? Well, obviously somebody's listening.
Yeah, they can listen. I never threatened anybody to shoot anybody. We all know that that's a bunch of BS.
I can't do it until it pops up.
Oh, I see it. Is that a real account or is that just created?
Or wait,
Just created.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Created today.
well, it's blocked today.
That was funny.
Guarantee I know who was the one behind making that one up.
I don't care. It just shows that they have nothing better to do with their time.
Except for play kitty games.
Well, they all think that somehow, some way that, they're actually going to eventually really make money one day and it's going to be from YouTube. And it's like, okay.
We have never been in it for the money here. It has literally just been a place for everybody to gather, chill out, relax, kick back, and chat.
We are the OGs of it too. I mean, y'all were the first ones to do it.
I mean, heck, we were pulling people from all sides because it was just a neutral ground. I really think that was the whole reason why we got picked on so damn hard and so bullied and whatnot, was that we were such a neutral ground, and a lot of people were coming in.
Well, yeah, then there were certain people that you would irritate just off of that alone. I mean, that one certain person came in all the time irritated over it. I mean, how many people did he denounce, over like 30 times of coming in your live stream and just basically,
Oh, yeah.
metaphorically murdering them on YouTube?
It's so funny that people are so threatened by that. Rob, that's how we are. We like being able to meet people that are in the lawn care community or that do other things. It doesn't have to be just lawn care. Dirty does pressure washing and such, just like you do. And everybody's tied in one way or another.
See, the thing is those guys are trying to be like Nick with Saving Green.
Yes. They're hoping to get a fraction of the success that he even managed to have.
Now, I don't totally agree with the way that Nick did things completely.
No, but he made a name for himself.
He made a name for himself. He's doing very well on the financial side of things. He's doing it. Damn, that doesn't surprise me, huh?
I've been banned.
Yep, I think we all have been.
Oh, Dan said that. If you haven't been, I can promise you have been as of tonight.
Oh, of course. Of course. Hey,
Because
Jim.
they're all watching. Oh, there's Jim.
Oh, yeah.
Is it the true Jim?
I believe so, anyway. I haven't checked.
Well, it only says hello, and he
Yeah.
typically says hello and not hey or whatever.
It's him. Sorry, guys. No offense to anybody, but we are checking accounts as they come in, just so that we can try to avoid whatever drama we can. Even if it is a new account or no content account, we are checking it out, waiting and giving them a chance. But if they start the drama, then they're getting blocked. Just a FYI. Yeah, that was the other rumor too, that I threatened to shoot Sarah in the face. I'm like, come on, really? I go through, I get her coffee, I make him a shirt, I do all this stuff. We travel up there, Steven helps out with work-wise, but yet I'm going to threaten to shoot her in the face. Give me a damn break. It's that kind of stupidity that is unreal. And it's what starts all the drama BS.
Every time.
Yep.
It's just funny how they try to blame everybody else in the world. And I'm not going to say that I haven't done my fair shit to those assholes, and I might die doing it. But, it's only because everything circles back to them every time. So they deserve what they get.
What comes around goes around.
Yep.
That's about the truth of it. If you're nice someone to someone, that'll be nice to you. But
Well, I don't know that I believe that 100%.
we tried to be nice to him, and we got shot in the back.
Twice.
Yeah.
No, more than twice, but definitely 2 major events.
And it's happened to Bill a few times too.
I tried originally in the beginning to say all that, but I wasn't listened to, and that's okay. That's his choice, his doing.
Well, see, he used Bill.
No, we won't go into all that. People being used in general was a big storyline.
Yeah. You're right about that.
People being used in general. Their words twisted around, used against each other, played against each other. A lot of stupidity, narcissistic behavior.
Well, the thing is, 99.999% of the of anybody that had any doubts within, a year ago, they figured it out. That, and it. I'm not trying to say it was me, but I gave him a chance to go and, hey, y'all, give this guy a minute, give him a hot minute to see what happens, and he fucked it right up in a skinny second. And they're outcast over there, and now they're mad at the world. It's like you need to look inward, man. You really need to look inward. Everybody else out here can at least has the common decency to go into a live stream and be cordial to one another, at the least. But those guys can't do it to save their life.
Nope. As I told Steven when we left and backed away from everything, I said true colors will show.
And they did.
who are true friends, who are not, will show. I said it might take some time, it might not. I said the longer it takes, I said the harder to regain that trust, just because it's odd. I mean, you have to kind of look at it from our perspective, where everybody's against us, and all of a sudden people start coming back, and it's like we're grateful because we miss everyone, but we're still on edge, if that makes sense.
And it makes perfectly, I mean, it's perfectly logical for you to be that way. It just, but I think, to be honest, it's now, I think the community's kind of healthier than it ever was, because it shook them out. Everybody saw, with all knowing that there's the problem. That's the only problem. That's the root. I mean, everybody knows I can fuck off and have fun, but the only seriousness about that I have any of that is towards those assholes. Everybody else gets along. Like I said, at least to where we could sit and have a conversation on a live stream, and not necessarily, if Jim went live, there's people that I may have learned that I don't, not because I don't like them, or just don't associate much with, or maybe there's some that and I can't even think of any specifically, but that it's like, I don't know about these guys, but I can at least just, if they talk to me or something, I just talk back. I'm nice. There's no reason to not be, with the exception of those dipshit.
My biggest message to everybody is to get the facts. Come direct. If somebody is saying something about us, come to us and ask us. We're not going to sit there and lie and bullshit. We're going to tell you the truth. Because you're going to know straight out if we're actually lying about something. It's not hidden very well.
Whoa. Rob, you lost a few what?
Subscribers.
Oh, you're talking about, okay. I was like, oh shit, what? Wait, hold on. Time to get serious.
He'd asked if we'd lost some, if we were losing subscribers on YouTube, and we lost a few, which we expected, especially with the fact we weren't putting out content for, almost 2 years. So you kind of expected when people start purging what they're watching or what they're looking for. But we've gained a couple since starting streams back up. So.
Yeah, and some people just naturally do it because they're like, oh, they haven't put up a video in forever. Boom,
Yeah. That, and I mean, like you said, we had deleted a lot of our content after all that had happened. We lost all of our watch hours. I mean,
I lost everything.
Yeah.
When that gloves came off video or live stream came out between you and Shane.
Yep.
That's when I deleted everything.
Hey, Will.
What's going on?
Willis.
What's up? So I'm so out of it tonight, and I pop in here. I popped in earlier, said hi, and then I laid down, and then I had to run up here to shop real quick, and I was like, let me see what they're talking about. You're go- I just heard what y'all were talking about. I was like, oh yeah, I got to jump in here. I want in.
Well, first off, wait a minute. Tell everybody what you came home to. I still want to know how it happened.
What'd I come home to?
Your drum.
Oh, Jesus. God. So I think I know what happened. So I got home after being out of town, and I get here, and my 55-gallon
Hey,
drum,
what's up, Ron?
it was brand new, had leaked out everywhere. And
How you doing, buddy?
I lost the whole thing. What's up, Ronjamin?
Did it eat up anything, or did it just fall on concrete?
No, it did eat up some stuff. Like, I don't know how well you can see it, but I mean, it, like, you see, that's just salt.
Hold on, I was getting more drink.
Everything dried out, so it salted all the way around, like all that white, that's salt.
Yep.
So it dried, and then that wet that you see there is when I sprayed water down on it earlier. But
Jeez.
out, yeah. So my best guess is that I had that barrel sitting on 4 different bricks, and so I just kind of made like a little square, a little tight square, and put that barrel on the bricks. I can only imagine that maybe one of those bricks had a little pressure point on the bottom of the barrel, and I imagine the chlorine had to have, eaten through it to some extent.
Yeah, like a little piece of concrete on or something, just enough to weaken the plastic in one little spot.
Yep. And then whenever it went. But like you can see, got some clean concrete now.
Yep.
I need to fix poor Beelzebub up there.
Oh, Ron's in the house.
Yeah, put the
Ron
link up there
jamming.
for him. If he wants to come up, he's more than welcome to.
So I'm going to have to go replace that brand new drum of SH Monday morning before I go start on that HOA that I got.
Fun times, man.
Mm-hmm. I need to go pick up my trailer too.
Oh, that's right. Your shit's ready, isn't it?
Yep. Super frustrating moment. So, I'm on the hunt for these very specific size tanks that I need for the back of it. And, I was in Houston for quite a while. And then it was the day I left Houston. Later that day, I was on one manufacturer's site. And at the top of their page, it says, "Hey, new location in Houston. Don't pay shipping. Come pick up direct." And I'm like, you're fucking shitting me.
Dude, every time I go to check the chat on this thing, I 9 times out of 10, I go to hit done at the top, and I'm like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, StreamYard's confusing once you get used to something else.
I'll be right back.
And I'm pretty sure I narrowed it down to, I got hit by a yellow jacket tonight. I don't know how well you can see. So that's normal hand, and that's not so normal hand.
Yep, that's exactly what happened to me.
Oh, it hurts. It's throbbing bad. Like on my fingernails is really what hurts.
Ouch.
Get some ice on it.
Oh, look who jumped in there.
B titty.
Watch your mouth.
Hey, Brittany.
Yeah, looking like the old days.
Which is a good thing. It's nice to get everybody back together and chit-chatting and having a good time.
It definitely is. I mean, hell, I've had, I heard y'all kind of touching on, I need to go back and watch most of this stream, but I heard.
And now Matt's here. Damn, everybody's popping in. Hey, see, Bill needs to come on a live stream. Isn't he a live stream virgin?
No, he's been up before.
Oh, has he?
He has the
back in
webcam
past, he was
excuse.
up. Now I don't know why he's not been up lately. How are you tonight, Matt?
Yeah, Wild Bill, why aren't you up here? Because give us the reason, and then if it's webcam, you'll have a webcam show up. If it's a microphone cord, you'll have a microphone cord show up. Things like that. You just say what you need, and you get it.
Well, he may be on the laptop laying in bed while his wife's sleeping.
Oh yeah, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
That's what headphones are for.
Ask Rich.
I know that was the excuse last time, so.
Well, she's asleep. Get up. Go get it. Literally, go get your midnight snack and say hello.
But please, have pants on, at the very least.
Camera up! Camera up!
Yep.
I'd forgotten all about that shit.
Oh, Nowaki.
That's all I ask for. Cameras up, pants on. If you're a female, at the very least, a sports bra. Yeah, don't bring that shit in here.
I'm gonna go smoke. Be right back.
Yeah, go air your ass out, literally. Oh, he's got issues.
Oh, does it smell like
Well,
death
wake
in
her up,
here?
Bill.
See? I was right. I called
Well,
it.
that's right. I think it was actually in y'all's life because he was in the kitchen. How I remember that, I don't know.
Oh, I remember it too because it was like Bill would just be
He would
in
be in
on
the kitchen and this
whatever.
rabbit would be hopping around on the floor back behind.
Yes, exactly.
Man, I'm gonna have to get the whole audio thing worked out so I can come back up on cam. Our computers are too close, so for some reason when I pull up StreamYard, we're getting a huge reverb.
Yeah, the
Well,
dual
why
mic.
Muted.
Yeah, why don't you mute one of the you'll have to mute one of the mics and then on that second computer that you're on, turn your speakers down or your audio output just so it's not, putting that sound out into the room for the mic to pick back up.
I had my mic off, I had my speakers off on my computer. He just had his mic and his speakers up. But for whatever reason, having it on both screens, it was causing one heck of a reverb to the point that, not Doug, who else was it? There was a Cajun, had to actually pull his earbuds out of his ears. I blew his poor eardrums out with the reverb.
Wow. Hey,
So-
Bill, just tell your wife that you have to come on camera. Otherwise, you're going to get a black and white made about you. She'll understand.
So I'm
Everyone
gonna sleep on the
understands.
couch. If you can't move the computer, move the wife. Well, that sucks, Matt.
That does suck.
But you'll have a backup at least. Sadie, you are sitting on my trackpad. Just decides she can plop down wherever she wants.
Well, I've actually got 4 bars up here tonight.
Oh, that's surprising.
See, well, remember last time I was up here, it was doing okay. I think they
Yeah,
must have been
it
doing
was
work to
good.
that tower. I'm almost positive of it.
Brittany, it wouldn't go too well here, so I say it jokingly.
Do I go off camera when I check the chat on this? I can't remember.
No.
Okay. Let's sit here and watch it. $1,450 hours on a pair of spindles. Wow.
I don't have a clue how much the average time is for a pair of spindles.
I know mine were never got anywhere near that. Of course, I'm the worst in the world about grease and shit like that too. So there's that.
Yeah, Brittany, I hang on Discord more than I do StreamYard and YouTube now.
Oh, good Lord. Discord, that can be very overwhelming very quick. So I couldn't figure that one out as quick as it was growing.
The biggest issue with Discord is just making sure that you have people in the right groups that you want them in.
Yeah. Or else they'll have access to stuff you don't want them to
Because
see.
if you don't, then that's when it becomes a oh shit moment.
Oh shit, they're seeing everything. They're seeing everything we're saying about them. My bad.
Well, we don't try to have any of that kind of shit going
Well,
on.
I know, just facetiously.
Well, kind of
oh,
like
shit.
pants up shit, you know?
Yeah. It's just one of those things that got away from paying for StreamYard because that was getting stupid and ridiculous. Because I'm sorry, but once you get past, I think it's 6 people, it gets too crazy.
Oh, it's a mess.
Yeah, everybody's talking over each other. You can't fucking hear shit anyway.
No. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to bother to keep trying to pay for that. And then the other big issue we were having was certain people from all the drama shit were getting into our email and going in and messing with our logins and shit. And I don't know how the hell they managed to do all that, but they did. So no matter how much we were changing shit, it was like, this is ridiculous. So we just got away from that and just got onto Discord and been peaceful there. Heck, I
Does
don't-
Discord have video or y'all just chatting?
It's video.
Oh, okay.
So basically, Discord runs very similar to you have your own server, and you can have multiple different chat rooms or chat groups. You invite certain people to the server, and you can assign different roles if you want people to have roles or titles or whatever, which allow them to either add people, delete people, block them, time them out, whatever. Very similar to running, StreamYard and things like that. You can have it stream live to like YouTube or something of that nature, or if you just have everybody from your group and then you just stream it there on the server.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense.
It does.
I think I talked in circles.
I understood it.
Well, that's all that matters then. I like it. It's an easy platform. I like the fact that there's private chats as well, so that if you don't want to talk to a bunch of people at one time, you can just go into a private chat.
Right.
You can video call them, or you can just text. They got the chat groups where you're just typing in, texting, and whatnot as well. So.
Hey, what's up, Brittany?
Brittany, I don't know. All I see is a car and what looks like a driveway.
Well, she should know better than ask anything about Will. Goddamn, she's married to him. His phone's gonna die in 3 minutes. Don't worry, Brittany.
Brittany, you're not the only one that can barely hear him. I have a hard time hearing him too.
Hearing who?
Will.
Because he's so soft spoken.
Well, that and he walks 5 miles away from his fucking phone.
That's anybody. Piss him off.
I think piss him off, just rattle him up.
And I'd bet $50 that he was talking to himself. He'd already forgotten he was on here. 3.5, yeah.
That was funny. Did you see what he did?
What?
He was walking by the camera like this. Yeah, Brittany, I have no idea. All I saw was him just walk by. I didn't even hear anything.
Brittany, I said 3 minutes. You said 3.5. Whoever's closest gives the other one a Bucky's T-shirt. Whose bar is that, Will? Maybe Brittany knows.
It's just pop-ups about fucking spam blocker or not spam blockers,
Norton, McAfee.
Norton and McAfee shit.
McAfee's freaking relentless, man. They never stop.
That's why I like running Mac. I don't have to worry about all that crap.
That's exactly why I have a Mac.
I had totally forgotten all about the whole Windows needing to have antivirus and all that crap. And he moved his computer up here into my office, and now all I hear is a little dings and chimes. I'm just like, oh, hell no.
It's been years since I've thought about that. Whirly just gave me flashbacks from 6 years ago.
Yeah, I run all Apple everything, so I don't think about it. My son has a PC, but he does his own programming and everything else, so he's got all that covered. I built Steven a PC, gaming PC, and I completely forgot about the whole having to deal with the antivirus bullshit.
No, it had antivirus on there, so I had to take it off in order to run that one program. It's cheap
Pixie!
for
Damn it, he did go away. I don't know, I didn't time it. Damn.
All right, Matt, have a good night, buddy.
Later, Matt.
Come on back up, Eden. Have a good night, Matt.
Brittany, all I know is both of us were extremely close. That could be a tie.
All right, Bill.
Have a good night, Bill.
Where are you going, Bill? You scared? Everybody shows up. Now you're gonna leave?
Then he's got to get up.
You're gonna give Doug a complex, man. See his last comment? Now you're leaving? Damn, Bill.
Oh, hell. Are you having fun counting change?
I'm not counting. The machine's counting. I'm just putting it in.
Yeah, you're like looking away from the screen and everything. You look so disinterested in the stream. His desk is oddly set up, so. Brittany. Doug, did you finish up what you were doing?
Doug, here, I gotta go do something.
Bill said I'll call you sometime this week.
All right, but
Yeah, you can talk.
trying to say 4 different names at one time. All right, Bill.
Cat got your tongue?
I was thinking Doug, but trying to say Bill.
Bill and Whitney Ugg. I think I just said everybody's name at one time.
There you go.
It's like, when you're trying to scream at a kid, you scream at all the wrong ones, but the right one to the very last.
Oh, when you're calling your kids and you call every name but the one that you want? Yeah.
Oh, it's very confusing in our house because the youngest kid is Pierce and the dog's name is Patrick. So half the time Patrick gets yelled at for Pierce and Pierce gets yelled at because of Patrick.
Okay.
But they're both assholes, so it's okay.
So then you just call out asshole 1 and asshole 2.
They do. They both of them will respond to asshole. There's no joke to that. Oh shit! Is it almost a full moon? Damn! I can see the moon through the trees. Wow.
I thought there was some special moon that we were supposed to have just had or something.
Bright. I can't tell if it's full or not because of the leaves and the density, but There's a lot of it. Ron, what the hell are you doing?
So the 13th was our last full moon.
Okay, so it's still pretty big. That was what, 3 days ago, 4 days ago?
Yeah, it's going to be big right now because it's a full buck moon. So it's like a super moon.
Ah,
So it'd be
that's why I
nice
can
and
see it
close.
so well.
All right, Rob.
Yeah, I'm just reading that from my lunar calendar bit, but
See you, Rob.
the next full moon will be August 11th, and that'll be a sturgeon moon, whatever that may be.
A fish moon.
That's what I'm thinking. Isn't that like
Sturgeon's a fish, that's all I know.
time fishing? Usually in August. I don't know.
That's when it's warmest out at night.
So, interesting little facts.
You know, I've asked Ron twice what the hell old Ronjum is doing. He ain't answered me yet. Somebody block his ass.
Have a good one, Rob. Rob's getting off.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
Mentioned it.
Just so everybody's aware, I've already told this to Bill, but anybody that is like on IG or Facebook or anything like that, if you go to add me in particular back on, don't be surprised if I decline it. I've basically cleaned and wiped those pages for family and personal stuff. So don't take offense. Just had a couple requests, that's why I mentioned it.
Don't get your panties in a wad.
Yeah. It's nothing personal, it's just that I redirected my pages to different things going on.
Now see, watch. I just closed out chat, which means 5 people will say something. In 3,
Oh,
2, 1. Y'all talk. That was the first. Did you say that's y'all's pool? I
Yep.
can't
Yep.
remember.
it's a small one. It's green right now. Needs to be shocked.
Shit, a pool's a pool. Just need enough to get in.
That's what we got it for, something just to be able to cool off and let the kids be able to play around. Kids use it more than I do. Probably the dogs actually probably use it more than anybody here. Tucker especially, he loves the pool. But
Yeah, I'll show you what that picture actually is supposed to look like.
Kate, like I said, Kaylee had surgery on her shoulder, and she wanted something where she could kind of soak and be able to help relax her shoulder after it had healed up a bit. And so that this was a compromise for that.
Yeah. What happened to her shoulder?
With the EDS, that she has all the health issues and stuff, she kept
Yeah.
dislocating her
Right.
shoulder. And so they did what's called a DAS procedure. They disconnected the bicep tendon at the top of the shoulder by the neck and brought it across the front of the shoulder to hold it in more like a sling and reattach it. And then she also had a labrum tear in her shoulder, so they had to go in and repair that as well.
Now, isn't that what you just talked of? Isn't that where your ligaments fail? Isn't that what that is?
Yes, EDS is a connective tissue disorder where the ligaments and tendons are often like spaghetti. They don't tighten up. They don't hold their shape or their.
That's what that background picture is supposed to look like.
Surfer dog.
So, and that is unfortunately something that is definitely genetic on my side. But yeah, she's had both of her knees done already and then her shoulder now. So,
Damn.
loads of fun.
Well, I guess Doug is the Black Plague. He said something and everybody disappeared.
I know. And then he disappeared.
Right? He did that shit on
Will
purpose.
said he thinks the internet on his laptop went out.
Oh no.
He said he'll be right back.
That's gotta suck.
It went out.
That was weird. It tried to take me to StreamYard again. I was like, what the hell?
So how's your wife and kids doing?
Doing good. We're trying to make it all through. We're all basically condensed to like 2 rooms in the house because we're redoing the kitchen and a couple other rooms in the house, and we're trying not to kill each other. Hence the reason I'm up here in the mountains by myself.
Sometimes it's safer that way.
Oh yeah. Well, see, yesterday we got the new dog. We've been through 2 weeks of construction in the house. Everybody's just about worn out, and we throw a puppy into the mix. It's my dog, and I was like, oh my God, this is way too much. Why did this dog have to be ready to come home now? So I woke up this morning and went, yeah, I'm going to the mountains. Bye. She's like, with the dog? I'm like, no, how am I supposed to work and watch that dog? She didn't like that answer. But it has been taxing because both kids were gone last night. We went out to dinner, and I thought I was going to try to sleep in, but I was up at 6:30 with that dog, and she slept till almost noon.
The joys of a new family member. Like having
Yep.
it all over again.
That it is. It helps though because the breeder was already working on him with potty training him and stuff. So and she will let you know. She kind of does that, that little puppy woof, but she'll only do it one time. And if you don't get her right then, because when she barks, she turns around to go pee somewhere. So you got to like scoop her when she does that one.
Right on it.
Yeah. He's like, I tried to tell you, motherfucker.
I forewarned you, Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ended up rescuing a kitten who's supposed to be Kaylee's kitten, and then Kaylee decided she was going to go to a friend's house for a couple of days. So now I'm watching the kitten.
Smart move.
She's a sweetheart, but boy, does not like the dogs.
Or one dog in particular.
Well, she's not fond of Tucker, so smack the crap out of Tucker. She's okay with Skylar to a point, as long as Skylar doesn't come racing up on her. And yeah, Pixie and her are still, might as well call them two, what is it, Jedis fighting with sabers? Lightsabers?
Pixie did a runt dog around here.
Rat dog, you mean?
Rat dog, runt dog.
She's the cracker of the house. Get it right. Little Chihuahua Jack Russell mix.
Yeah, our Patrick is a Chihuahua Boston Terrier mix. He thinks he's a pit bull.
Where's she at? On her bed?
Is that the one you had up earlier?
Yeah.
The little white
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
She's a Jack Russell Chihuahua mix.
Oh yeah, Jim's dog's a little fucking ankle biter. What the hell?
Yeah, Will knows it by experience.
So is Pixie. I have to admit it. Pixie's an ankle biter too. We have somebody over here fixing one of our pipes, and she kept nipping at his ankles.
And the landlord.
Yeah, that's a funny one.
I thought you was talking about this up right. She was trying to chew up.
No.
Yeah, it's funny. We had to take everything out of our kitchen, and so like the refrigerator and the microwave and everything is in the dining room. So it's basically become our kitchen. And there's drop cords running everywhere to power everything. And I was like, this is going to be a dumb move with a dog. And no sooner than I could think that, I looked down and she's already chewing on one. I was like, God damn, this dog is not going to be 9 weeks old. I was just waiting for like the Christmas vacation with the cat. Gone.
Edna, did you bring your cat again? Well, I can't get that thing out of park, and I don't feel like screwing with it tonight. So I'm just gonna drag it on the ground.
Hopefully it's got the correct address. So
What do you mean?
Dragon, what on the ground?
hopefully he put that address correctly.
From what Zion gave me.
Hey, Will,
What?
show him what flaps above you.
Oh, yeah, I will. Stand by.
Y'all get ready to shit your pants because you're going to laugh pretty hard.
So, I need to fix it. But it flies up there, and I'll show you exactly what it is, because I have a backup. So that yellow thing, on this big major road.
That's a block away from a certain person.
Who this certain person likes to act like he hasn't seen it, but my cameras say otherwise. There you go. So I had some double-sided flags made up, and right by his own house. Let's post a picture up. It's been fun. He has to drive by it every single day.
Oh, fucking hell, that's funny.
Yo, yeah, I get a lot of gratification in that thing just hanging up there. It's like, oh man, I rented the best place ever.
He called me one morning a while back and goes, guess what I did? And I was like, oh, shit.
I ordered some flags.
Whose car is that, man?
That is somebody
Nice
related.
Mustang.
No, it's an older one.
The dirty one.
Got an old Fox body.
Brittany, they are state. Jack Russells are crazy.
My only issue that I have with this thing is her damn bark.
Yeah, just drag it. Drag it. Oh, those wheels are turning. They're not supposed
Watch,
to.
he's going to snatch the bumper off of it.
Because you hooked it wrong.
Oh, that back wheel locked up.
Oh, it is moving.
Good enough.
As he's putting it on the trailer.
No, I'm not. I'm getting it out of my damn way. So behind this car, I need to get it in the shop, but with that yellow jacket or whatever the hell got my finger, I don't feel like doing all that. But I need to be able to back up to my trailer and hook up to it and get between in that space. So move that forward. Now I can.
Yeah, you need to put some ice on your hand and take some ibuprofen or something to help with the inflammation.
Yeah. I know what I
Oh,
should
no
be
joke,
doing.
Brittany.
Oh,
Where
what'd
a
she say?
shadow is.
Yeah.
Where a shadow is.
Yeah, so it's gonna be worked on up here. Hey, my tip to everyone tonight. This is the best thing you can invest in a trailer.
It's junk. I'll tell you that right now.
It's
They don't
what?
last long.
I got one. It's junk.
Really? What brand did you get?
Bear.
Bear.
Beher or something like that.
I bought this I bought the jack just a few miles away from where I got the trailer, and I had to drive halfway across Texas to get the trailer, which I was fine with. I fully expected it with the requirements I had and what I was going to get. So when I found it next morning, I went and bought this, and then I got the jack on the way home. I mean, especially in heavy trailers like when I'm moving and I have so much tongue weight, I mean, it makes a huge difference versus, a launch trailer when you have how much tongue weight would you say you have? Less than 1,000 pounds?
I have no clue. I can't pick it up.
Even if you're even remotely able to somewhat pick it up, that's light, compared to having a vehicle pretty much solely relying on the tongue, so it makes those hand wind jacks difficult, very difficult.
We'll see mine. On the top you got that level.
I didn't even put the level on it.
Mine's got a little crank that you can put down inside there.
Yes, I have the crank. Well, it's on the other side of the country, but came with a crank.
It's on the other side of the country.
Dude.
Yeah, 3,000 tongue weight. Fifth wheels are heavy. They are really heavy up front. And I can tell you right now, this trailer, the way it sits right now, there's about 4,000 pounds of weight on that jack, just because this trailer is loaded.
Yeah, go buck her.
And I was very curious. So when I loaded this thing and we got on the road, Brittany made the comment. She was like, "This is a rough ride," and it's only halfway across the country. My bad. She was like, "This ride is really rough," and I mean, I had noticed it too. But even with the air suspension, it didn't take. I mean, the truck took all the rocking back and forth when you go over a bump, but it's like driving a freaking tank. When you go over a bump, you just feel it like thud.
So how much weight you think you got in that trailer?
I know that I have. Hang on, I got my scale ticket. There is scale ticket. So there is 7,500 pounds minus 3,000. So that's 4,500 plus 6,320 pounds. What is that?
I don't know.
A lot of weight.
Hang on. No, I'm gonna get to it.
It's over 10,000.
So 6,320 plus 4,000. and then minus the tare weight of the trailer. So I have 8,200 pounds of cargo in that trailer right now. Feels like a boat on choppy water. Yep. Yeah, Eden, airbags are life-changing. I can say that. I knew last year when I was moving a lot of cars, you know, and I still do move cars, but I mean, not nearly as much. But I wanted to add airbags to the truck I was driving so bad, and I just wasn't able to. Just fine. But I mean, I always went down the road with the squat, and the whole bed was, you know, down at the ground. The shocks were bottomed out. But I just recently got a different truck, and it came with the airbags from the factory, and it's been fantastic. Fifth wheel loaded is 15 to 16K. Yeah, it gets heavy quick. And my new truck, it's rated for 38,600 pounds of payload, which is a crap ton for a 1-ton. There's a lot of capacity it has, and I weighed when I had 4 vehicles on plus the trailer, and I was rolling at 46 and some change, so minus the weight of the vehicle.
So when you're hauling those cars, do you have to go across the scales?
Yep. Yes, I do. Now, does that mean that I always do? No, because I mean, you know, I'm running when I'm out there on the interstate, I'm legal, my, you know, authority, insurance, everything's fine. But, you know, still when you go through a scale and you're, you know, you get chosen for an inspection, I mean, it still takes 2 hours of your damn day.
You're the chosen.
Yeah, it would suck if you was have a car loaded on there and then you have drugs on there or something.
Yep.
And you not even know about it. It'd be a
Get
bad day.
real nasty real quick.
So where you pick your cars up from, like car lots and whatnot?
Majority of my pickups are auctions. So, you know, Mannheim is a huge, they're the world's largest auto auction, run by Cox Media. But every single major, even minor cities out there, even small cities like Chattanooga, there's 3 auctions here. So you have everything like, you know, Mannheim, they primarily do, you know, new and used vehicles, you know, that are showroom ready, that are ready to sell. And then you have other auctions that specialize in different things. So you have one called Insurance Auto Auction, and they, like 95% of their vehicles that they auction through there are, yes, so insurance companies total amount, and they have rebuilt titles. And, you know, a lot of the times there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you can get some really good deals out of, you know, cars with rebuilt titles. You know, they just carry a stigma with them, and a lot of people steer clear of them. And then there's other ones like Copart. Copart does a lot of wrecks, but not with insurance companies, and they do a lot of heavy equipment too. So the market for stuff like box trucks and work trucks, 18-wheelers, semis, vans, reefers, all kinds of stuff like that, the market's huge.
Did you ever come up through Queen City Auto Auction?
Queen City Auto Auction. Where's that at?
In Cincinnati.
I had a pickup scheduled there when I was up there just a couple months ago, and it didn't end up going through. That's why I was like, where's that at? Because a few months ago, I went from here to Cleveland to Akron to north of there. That's the city straight up from Akron.
Cincinnati.
No,
Akron's
Cleveland?
up north
Yeah.
of Ohio.
and then when you go into Michigan, Ann Arbor. So I went Ann Arbor, and then I had to go to Jackson, Michigan, and then I kind of followed that back home. Doug, I got a Dodge 3500, so it's a dually, and I love it.
Yeah, it's a nice ass truck.
Oh, shit, you didn't have to say that, but whatever. Yeah, I take pride in what I got. You
I
got
like the
Brittany.
blacked out wheels and shit on it.
Yeah, so it's a 21, and in 20, Ram started offering on their heavy duty models a night edition, so it's blacked out basically. So I got a black truck with a blackout package, so it looks really sharp. So all the accenting is all matte black. I've been really happy with it. I mean, it's a beast for sure. Single axle 3500. So I've always been a Ford truck guy. Okay, yep, she said it.
God damn, it's about time he's finally keeping one of them clean, Brittany. Shut up.
I was always a Ford truck guy. Even, I had 2 Power Strokes, and I loved them. And honestly, I think Ford, up until the last couple of years, I think Ford had the interior game on their trucks. Like, they had everyone beat. And then the last 2 years, I think Ram has really stepped it up on their interior packages.
Ram has always been, I think, comfort and convenience wise, they've always been a step up. But they really, in 2020, when they went with the big screen and everything, they just left everybody behind.
Oh, they did. Lie. You're lying, Brittany.
I knew I was going to start a fight.
That's some bullshit. Damn, I was looking forward to getting home tonight. Damn.
Will, turn off your Wi-Fi.
I don't know if I should have Wi-Fi here.
No death. That's a big one, in my opinion.
Will froze.
Will froze and Jim went black.
Can you hear me better now?
Yep.
I switched to my hotspot. Yeah, lucky you, Doug. No death. Because, and yeah, so this, I have the 12-inch screen, which it's cool and all, but I mean, and it is featureful. It's handy. I don't use the GPS on there at all. I have a truck GPS that's mounted up to my windshield, but everything in here, I mean, they definitely built this with comfort and convenience in mind. But since I bought it, I had an issue with it the night I drove it home from North Carolina. I had a code pop up, and it was threatening to strand me on the side of the road at 5 miles an hour unless I got it fixed. And I realized it just need a regen cycle, which, I mean, it's stupid that you have to worry about forcing your truck into a regen, but for the time being, while I have a nice warranty on it, I'll deal with it and I'll fill it up.
How did you force your truck into a regen?
With an OBD2, I have not just a scanner, but like a 2-way communicating computer. So you can do, interactive tests, and like you can be outside the vehicle and, you can remotely bleed your brakes and do stuff like that, 1 caliper at a time. So there's a lot you can interact with your vehicle's PCM on. on these new ones, there's so much security crap on here. So they put, Chrysler started doing a security gateway in their vehicles, and every Fiat Chrysler vehicle on 2018 and later has one of these in there, and they put those in to stop vehicles from being hacked over the CAN bus because it started to be a real thing.
To stop them what?
To stop vehicles from being hacked via their CAN
Oh.
bus.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So when they started putting cellular radios in all these vehicles for everyone to get hotspot, that made your vehicle susceptible to the internet.
Ah, makes sense.
So it makes even plugging into your OBD port fun.
Damn, somebody hack that and literally log you out of your own fucking vehicle and then steal it.
Not log them out. How about like hack into someone's vehicle and just, accelerator 100%. All that,
Wait, how do we do this? Brittany, I'm sorry, but I got some schooling to do. I gotta go. Will will be back in Houston in 4 hours.
Awesome. Let me put the wings out before you do this, please. Yeah, just the economy, it's nuts right now on vehicles, but I mean trucks, it's nuts. It is just nuts. The past couple of years, I mean, I've watched it.
Laying right next to each other.
And Jim, you've been watching it too, because you've been looking at trucks.
Yep.
It's crazy
Freaking
what
crazy.
you have to pay to get a damn truck.
That's good.
It's all but stupid.
Now, don't say it's all but stupid, because it is
Well,
stupid.
yeah, that's true. Oh, that's funny that we're in here.
Copyright.
It's Mama Told Me from Three Dog Night.
Good song.
Yeah, but copyright.
Just a little excerpt. You don't own the rights. That's all you gotta say.
I think it officially has to be more than like 15 seconds or something now. I think that was the rule they laid down.
Yes.
It's not like we're
Dino
monitoring.
Mike.
No, so a 3 hour stream, I don't want to take it down just for a little bit of music.
Yeah, right.
I'm tired.
Yeah, back when I used to offer my contract video editing services for a certain channel before another certain individual got ass hurt, and I stopped making videos for said channel. I didn't care about putting music up. I didn't give a shit what got put up.
Yeah, actually, they don't even take it down anymore. They just they just all the ad revenue has to go to whoever owns the song.
Yep, exactly.
There goes a damn
Well,
thing,
until
man.
you get somebody like, fake copyright claiming you,
Yeah.
then they'll take it down. Yeah, even
I
the
have
torque
no
on these
clue what my
new
truck
ones
has.
are nuts.
Torque wise.
You said you're an 07,
Get
right?
on the damn accelerator and push in the back of the seat.
Yours an 07, right?
Yeah.
Power Stroke?
Power joke, yep.
Well, at least you recognize it. I believe that those have in the neighborhood of 600 something 600 something pounds of torque.
You guys have a good night. I personally am gonna jump off of here and take my tail to bed.
I'm not far behind. I gotta go crawl in the tent.
The only thing I know is if I'm pulling my trailer and I get on it, it puts you in the back of the seat and it puts off a big old black plume of smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve's out there rolling coal. You hear it? That's
Yeah.
illegal. You see, Doug even said it. The 6th blow. You're still stroking while I'm already coming.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, yeah. First order of business on this. Oh, you can't even see what I'm looking at. On this trailer is a vent. A fucking vent. There's not a single vent on it.
That big ass trailer doesn't have a vent?
No, not a single one.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Dude, Steve, he's driving a goddamn apartment around.
It's 30 foot and it doesn't have a single vent on it. Like, not on the top, not on. It's
That trailer's 30 foot long.
Yep.
No wonder
That's a
why
big-
it's so damn heavy. Surprised you wasn't getting blown around by the wind.
No, I got it with 7K axles on it. So I mean, I have a lot of, and I mean those things are so light now. That trailer weighs 3,000 pounds, and that's it.
That is light for a big ass trailer like that.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact.
Thanks for the warning.
Back. So, Will, you went to an enclosed, a 30-foot enclosed?
I do have a 30-foot enclosed now. Yes,
And it's a trailer. It's not a fifth wheel. Or
it's a bumper pull. It is a bumper pull.
Holy crap.
Right?
So I have what's hooked up to the trailer or to the truck right now is a 34-foot flat deck bumper pull, which is really useful for, I mean, there's a lot of variety in what you can get on it. But I can easily get, 2 full-size pickups on there.
Yeah.
You can move those high dollar cars.
I just sold, my camping trailer was 28 foot. And I liked it. It was a great trailer, except for when you get a little crosswind. Man, it sure move you around.
Oh, yeah. When we
Yeah,
were
go-
coming down the road with this enclosed, there were a few times, and I was just like, oof.
Yeah. I went to the fifth wheel, and you lose a lot of that.
Yep.
It doesn't.
There's
it
so
moves
much more
the whole
stability.
truck. It doesn't move the rear end around. It just kind of moves the whole truck, so it's a different feel.
Having that weight over that rear axle changes everything in
Yep.
towing.
Yep.
Because, I mean, last year primarily the trailer I was using was a gooseneck 5-car hauler. So I had a lot of weight up on top. So, I mean, my center of gravity, most of the time when I was fully loaded, whose ass is squealing?
That's my cat just jumped up here.
Oh, well, okay. Hello, kitty. You sound like
She-
farts.
She meowed. She meowed.
But the center of gravity on a fully loaded 5-car hauler, it'll be above the bed by about 5-6 foot, and then barely off the back of it. So it's still, to this day, I still tow that 5-car hauler every once in a while, probably once a month or so. And every time I get, in the truck pulling it, I'm always real hesitant when I'm going around corners. I'm just terrified of flipping the damn thing
Yeah,
because
the
I know
weight's
someone
so
that's
high.
done it.
Yeah, the weight's so high up above.
Mm-hmm.
So a
Yeah.
5-car hauler, that's got to be what? We're about.
Like, what is it, GVW wise or
40 foot
what?
long?
Oh, the overall length of that trailer is 53.
She's a long one.
So you're basically
Yeah, so
a semi driving down the road.
100% am, because I mean I have to have a CDL driving that, because I mean when you get in that 5-car hauler, so they don't give a shit what you have, like DOT, they don't care what you have on your trailer. They don't. They care about the tags on your trailer and your tow vehicle. So, and I've done a lot of looking into and researching on this. And it's a big thing to derate trailers. So when you first buy a trailer, you can derate it. What that is let's say the GVW of a trailer is 21,000 pounds, right? You have 3 7K axles on it. You can derate that by 33% and have the VIN tag say that its GVW is 14,000 pounds. Now, it had me wondering, why would you want to do that? Why does it matter? You know, why? Just why? Well, the GVW of a 1-ton pickup truck, which is what you need to haul, you know, your heavier trailers, is 14,000 pounds. So 14,000 pounds and 14,000 pounds is 28, right? So if you're over 26,000 pounds, that's your CDL territory. It's 26,001 pounds. Well, if you derate that trailer down to 14K and you tow it with a 3/4 ton truck that has a GVW of 10K, you're at 24,000 pounds and you don't have to have a CDL to then haul all this weight behind you. So it's just a cheat around, you know, get around the system.
Well, that's a neat
But-
little trick.
You can only derate a trailer if that trailer has never been registered in any state ever before. So brand new only. But like, you know, the 5-car hauler, the GVWR on the 5-car hauler is 38,500 pounds. Plus your tow vehicle weight, you know, GVW of mine is 14.5. It's a lot of weight, and that's all the DOT guys care about is what the sticker says it's capable of.
Let's
I wonder why
say-
they let you cheat that.
What with the rated weight on a trailer?
Yeah.
There are benefits to it. I mean, but also, you know, DOT, they understand that not everybody's going to have the same use for trailers. And
yeah.
I think that primarily first came into play and as a possibility when, you know, so many RVs started coming out on the market. Like, you know, you have the same axles on an RV. You have the same axles on those things as you do, you know, a trailer that's hauling cars around, yet there's only a
Right.
third of the weight on those. So they really had to find a way to, you know, make the system a little bit more fair, I guess is a good way to put it.
Yeah, my fifth wheel, my 35-foot fifth wheel, max load capacity is 16,600.
That's a lot of
Empty.
weight. It really is.
Empty, it's right under, it's 11.5-ish, 11.6 area, empty.
So that's a triple axle, isn't it?
No, it's double.
Oh, wow.
It's a double axle.
Well, yeah, because that's probably just 5,000 pound axles. Because I mean, you have so much tongue weight on there.
No, they're 7,000
Seven,
pound
yeah.
axles. So you got 14 on the plus the what you know you put 3,000 on the truck or whatever. I think there's 7,500. I don't remember. Anyways, yeah, I don't get it. I'm only will loaded up on about 15, maybe 15.5 because I don't. There's so much cargo. There's got a whole Harry Potter bedroom underneath. It's ridiculous. There's so much storage underneath there.
Oh, I'm sure.
But no,
Those things are so neat.
It pulls nice though. You just got to realize you got a lot of weight there, man.
Yep. Oh, yeah. And that, I think, you know, with you saying you only pull about 15,000 pounds of payload, see, you're in that category where you don't have to justify yourself getting a dually to pull that because you don't necessarily have to distribute that much weight. It makes it a smoother ride, but still. Yeah.
I really
did
would
too,
like to
and
have one.
I got one. I wanted one that I called my own.
Right.
So yeah, I got this. I found
that
it with
much
the
weight.
limited interior, and it came with a lot of extra tow features on it, which is awesome.
Yeah, you got the onboard air compressor and the bags.
Yep, the air suspension. It has both of Ram calls it the interior comfort groups. So like adaptive cruise control, lane depart assist, has the surround cameras, and it has inputs for auxiliary cameras. So I actually ordered it last week, and it'll probably be a month or two before it comes in because they're back ordered. But I will have, so I know you probably can't really see it. My rear view up there is a screen. So that's a video screen.
Right.
And whenever I have that camera plugged in at the back of the truck, which is on the back of the trailer, it'll show me the view of the back of the trailer up in my rear view.
Nice.
So just small things like that, but it adds up to be a whole lot of things.
Yeah, I put bags on mine, Will, but I didn't put the compressor on. So I just got the stems that come out.
So you have the Schrader valves?
Yeah, and I just grabbed my little Ryobi battery pump and I fill them up.
There's
and
nothing wrong with that at all.
It works.
Yeah. I almost put those on the rear of the F-150 last year, and I passed on it, but I almost did.
I think I got Firestone airbags, and I think they cost me installed as $825 or something.
That's not bad.
But well worth it. I mean, man, it takes the sag right out of the truck. You can smooth out the ride, and you just find the right happy medium between level and comfort for going down the road. Mine's right around 40 pounds, and man, it just levels that truck right up and smooth.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
I like the automatic, part on this truck is fantastic. I mean, not having to freaking worry about it or think about it. It's like the second you put a load on it.
You don't even have to tell it. It just does it for you.
Exactly. So
nice.
Yeah, it levels it. It levels whatever you have on you. It levels out. So I can go in there and it has it's called alternate trailer height. So once I hit that button, it will then drop the rear end. So whatever trailer I have, it brings that ass of that trailer off the ground.
So I put in mine an Anderson hitch. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's the ball that hooks to the ball. So I can remove the hitch out. My bed's still flat, so I can use it for debris and mowing and all that crap. But
I'm very back, guys.
And then I put the Anderson hitch in it, and so it's the raised ball. The problem is I got to lift my fifth wheel way up to get it over the ball. So it's not like a regular fifth wheel hitch. It's a little different. And anyway, so what I do is when I'm hooking and unhooking, I just let all the air out of the bags. So my truck sits a little lower, and then I can get under it easier. Then I pump them up.
Yep. And
it's
that's
easy. It only takes a couple minutes.
Shit.
But what's nice, Will, is on my fifth wheel has so when you raise the fifth wheel up so you can pull the truck out, and then you hit auto level and it levels the fifth wheel all for you. But it has memory, so you go back and hit the right and left at the same time, boom, and it brings it right back to where it was, so you can back right underneath it and put it on the hitch. So you don't have to sit there and manually do it. It automatically puts it right back to the right height. That is
that is awesome.
That's super awesome. Nice. Yeah. Sit there and hold the button and wait for it to get to the right height. Now, just hit the buttons, and it brings it right back to the right height, and back the truck under, and you're on. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, no, it's stuff like that makes life a lot easier, especially, like when I'm hauling cars, like there's just a few things, and I have realized air suspension is one of those things, like you need it because you're loading and unloading several times a day.
Yeah, that auto air suspension would be sweet. It
Yeah.
just does it for you.
And I really like having, I'd say the best feature, I use that alternate trailer height every once in a while, but the main feature that I like having control of is I can disable the air suspension completely. So that's pretty much, you know, how you have your air suspension help you hook up and pick up and drop your trailer. So like right now I'm about to drop this flat deck and I'm going to disable my suspension. It'll let all the air out and it'll let that rear end just drop.
That's what I do. Exactly. Yeah. Except I have to manually do mine. That's nice. Yes, very much so. So why were you saying that ride's rough? Will?
Last night or 2 nights ago when we were on this long trip in that enclosed trailer. So just what I have in that trailer, I would say it's probably 80% of my gross vehicle weight of that trailer is on the tongue.
Oh,
and on a
it's just
pickup, it being
tongue
on the
weight.
actual bumper, yeah.
Heavy tongue weight. You just made it ride rough. Gotcha.
So, and it wasn't riding rough. It was just very firm. So like when I would go over a bump, it would just the truck ate that, whatever bump it was, it just ate it up. And it's like, you feel it and hear it just boom, and then be gone. There's no like bouncing or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tend to run mine a little bit on the softer side, so it gets a smoother ride. But
yeah,
it's so nice, man. That diesel, it just pulls and pulls and pulls.
4 days.
Yep. What kind of gas mileage you been getting,
So if I'm running empty, like we did 2 weeks ago, we drove 820 miles empty, just the truck.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was going suggested interstate speed limits,
Right.
I can get 15. I really can, and that's stock.
And what gears is in yours?
The Ison 6-speed.
No, but what gears in the rear end?
Oh, 411.
411s. Yeah. See, I got 373s in mine.
I always I know what the difference is in the two, but I'd always kind of, just assumed and told myself, I was like, I don't need a 411. And no, when I got in this thing and it had the 411, I was like, oh my God, that's why this thing shifts so well. That's why it does this and does that.
It pulls.
And this, obviously, with the 411, it has, because this truck was set up as a tow rig, not a tow truck like commercial, but
right.
It had the factory puck system, full 8-foot box, obviously. And this truck actually shipped from Ram with a 30K fifth wheel on it. I didn't get that.
And you got a slip tank in it too?
A what?
A slip tank, a fuel tank in the bed?
I don't. But the fuel cell on this truck is 68 gallons.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is nice.
So, that cost me enough to fill up as is.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it's been a great truck. It really has. And, I bought it used. It had 7,000 miles on it when I got it.
Oh, wow.
And it's crazy. I paid more for this truck than it was purchased for new less than a year before.
Right. Yeah, I paid a pretty penny for mine, but that's okay. It's a good truck. And it pulls and pulls and pulls and pulls.
This thing it rides really smooth without a load, and it's the first diesel that I have owned that has been that way. Because most, especially a one-ton, I mean, you're never going to pull empty as smooth as you do loaded, but this thing, it really does.
No, they're good rigs, that's for sure. They just keep on pulling.
And, you know,
Although I
my
had to put a transmission in mine last winter. Tranny went out.
oh really? How many miles do you have on yours?
127, I think, 127. Yep,
That's
transmission.
not good.
No, I had to put a new transmission in. That's all right. Now it's new. I don't have to worry about it. I just put a rebuild in it.
How much was that?
$100 because I have an extended warranty.
Nice.
Right? That's my deductible. $100.
Empty is where you typically get the right ride.
On my comments.
Yeah, Jim said empty is where you typically get the rigid ride. Yes, and that's just because the leaf springs are so strong. But the big thing that changes it on this, and then Doug's truck too, is having air instead of having 100% of your body weight on the leaf springs that just eat up every freaking pebble on the road.
Yeah, you got to get it. You either got to get on the overload spring or off the overload spring. But if you get it to where it just bounces off that overload spring, that's when it's just so rigid it sucks. You need to have some weight on the overload spring so it rides smooth. That's how I do it. So you don't want the regular suspension sagging down on a bump and tapping that overload spring, because every time you do that, it's a jolt to the back, which happens when I'm empty. Yeah, empty it rides rough, that's for sure. But luckily enough, we never drive my truck empty. It's either got the mow trailer or the fifth wheel.
Is that what you use daily for mowing?
Yep, that's my mow truck. And my mow trailer is only about 6,000 pounds loaded, Will. And it probably has about it probably has around 800 to 1,000 pounds towing weight. It's not bad. And I don't even run any air in the bags with the mow trailer. Well, I keep 5 pounds in because you have to keep a little air in there. But
yep.
No.
Grab like this is all the parking out.
Right, Jim? I got extended warranty. When they call, you say, no, thank you, I already have one. Oh, my gosh. No, I bought the extended warranty when I bought the truck because it was used, and it cost a little bit of money, but it paid for itself with the transmission, that's for sure. It's like the other day, Mountain Day or whatever. Brought down the dealer. It was $400 and some odd dollars installed, with labor and all that. Cost me $100 deductible. Done.
Yeah, that was the one, extended warranty. That's one thing that I knew when I went into getting this thing, I knew I was going to get, because I know it's going to pay for itself.
It will in the long run. It will.
Especially as quick as I rack up miles. Yeah. It will.
Yeah. No, the only thing I'll get rid of that truck for is like what Will has is the new dually.
Go get you a 4500 and a bigger fifth wheel, just because you need to at that point.
No, honestly, I thought about it, Will. 4500 would be super set up, man. That'd be nice.
I was looking for a 4500. It would have suited me really well with the gear ratio on the axle, the transmission, the weight capacities. But I found this with that 411 in it. I was surprised that I did. I got everything in this truck that I wanted except for the OEM auxiliary switches, which I've researched and I found out how I'm going to do it, and it's going to be OEM.
Nice.
So it's good truck. I mean,
I put
I
a
spent so
light
much
bar,
time in it.
yeah, I put a light bar on the front of mine, and then I put the amber light bar on top, just magnetic, and a
Mhm.
CB. That's what I put in mine.
Gotta
so
have
far.
one.
Yeah. That light bar in the front, I just put a toggle switch just down by my knee, hit that sucker, and
Mhm.
holy cow, man, it's bright.
Put you a big old loud horn on yours. You should.
Nah, I'm not into the horn thing. But no, I like it. It's a great tow rig. It's a great tow rig. We did what we do last winter on our last trip. We did about 3,750 miles, which is nothing. Heck, Will does that in a week, but for me, that's a long trip when you're pulling all the time.
Let's see. What did I
I
do?
bet it is. Doug
That
needs
trip
train
we just got
horns.
back from.
Train horns.
I think so. You should
I
get
don't
some,
have-
Doug.
Well, if I had an onboard air compressor, I might think about it.
You don't have to. No, you get external compressors. Yes, plural. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Let's see. So coming back on that second leg of the trip, coming back to Chattanooga, I was getting 8.2 miles a gallon. And we did 3,872 miles total.
How much weight were you pulling? Well,
Going down there, none. Coming back, so payload in that trailer, I have, what did I say?
is that the one you were
10 or
figuring on earlier? Yeah, you were like 8,000.
Yep.
8,000 pounds. Gotcha.
But he was over 10,000 gross.
10,000 gross. So
Gross, right. Plus,
net was 8 of payload.
right, gotcha. And that was the 30-foot enclosed?
Yep.
Yeah, gotcha.
So that's pretty good gas mileage.
I've been happy. So when I most recently I had the 5-car hauler on this truck, and I had 4 vehicles on there, and combined vehicle weight with the truck, trailer, and all the vehicles on it, I was rolling at like 48 or 49 and some change, and I was still getting in the 7s.
What's your trucks? 8,000?
83, I want to say.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Is 97. No, never mind.
I was going to say.
Yeah, 9,700.
Really? Holy cow.
9,750.
Wow.
So another big thing I like about the Dodge, about the Cummins, is the engine brake. Holy
I love
smokes.
mine. I love mine.
Oh, this new one on these newer models, they are loud. I mean, you can be going down the road, have it turned off, and then just hit it on. I mean, brrr, and I'm barely touching my brakes.
My buddy has a 2016 Cummins 2500, Will, and he just put on new brake pads at 125,000 miles because he runs his Jake brake all the time. So his original brake pads went 125,000 miles because he runs that Jake brake all the time, man. It's not really a Jake brake, but it's an exhaust brake.
Yeah, an exhaust brake. I mean, you know, on these wheels will show your dust really quick, and you know they stay really clean.
Yep.
But yeah,
that exhaust brake is awesome. I go down a 6% grade with my mow trailer, and I'll start picking up speed, hit the exhaust brake, it slows me back down. Then I turn it off, let it pick up speed, hit the exhaust brake, slows me back down. Never touch the brakes. Now with the fifth
I wish
wheel,
my truck had an exhaust brake.
Yeah, with the fifth wheel, I'd probably have to hit the brakes a little bit, but a lot more weight there.
on these newer ones, you know, with the def, I guess that's your trade-off there. You know, the exhaust brakes now have 2 modes. So when you first turn on, it puts it into full exhaust brake.
Yeah.
And then you hit the button a second time and it puts it into automatic exhaust brake.
Yeah.
And the difference there is that it won't apply the engine brake until you hit until certain conditions are met in the PCM. Oh, shit.
Yeah,
All right.
mine is a automatic only. So if you got the button applied, which means it's on, the little light's on, as soon as you let off the gas 100%, it kicks in, it engages.
Yeah.
So, and then it'll engage clear down to 1100 RPM. And then it disengages at 1100. But then as soon as it grabs another gear, if it downshifts, it engages it again. So it's more manual.
Right away.
You gotta hit the button a little bit more. But yeah, the new one's got the dual mode, manual or automatic.
I rarely run it in automatic. I pretty much always, because once you have it in your head of what those conditions are for the exhaust brake to work,
Right.
you kind of drive with that in mind. So like, I know that if I ever let my foot off the accelerator, I get engine brake. So therefore, keep it on it that much, and it's not applying you
Exactly.
any actual acceleration.
Yep. That's what I do too. Or I reach over and then disengage the exhaust brake so I can let off of it and just coast. But yeah, they're pretty nice, man. I'm telling you what, for towing, they're impressive. Very, very.
There's a lot of technology in this stuff now. A lot of people don't realize how much technology is in this simple world of towing shit around behind our trucks.
Mm-hmm. So my 28-foot trailer, my camp trailer that I just sold, it weighed about 6,000 pounds loaded, and on my trip I got almost 13 miles a gallon pulling that, but it's only 6,000 pounds.
That's fantastic for having weight behind you at all.
Yep, and that was 60 to 65 miles an hour for the most part. Now the fifth wheel, now I'll be lucky to get 10, 11 out of it. We'll see.
This truck has no problem with any payload behind it, but I can tell you specifically, I have had 22,000 pounds behind me, and this truck has no problem going 90 plus easily.
It's not the weight as much as it is the wind, because that fifth wheel, that cab, sticks way up there, and man, it's just like a gigantic sail.
Yep.
So a lot of wind. It sucks the gas sticking up there. And I don't do 90 pulling well. You're crazy. Not me. No way, dude. When I'm pulling, I go slow.
Low and let me guess. How do you smoke your stuff on the grill? Go ahead.
That's it. Low and slow, baby. No, I usually do about between 60 and 65 when I'm pulling. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to. Yeah, there's no reason to. I mean, it's unsafe to go that quickly, but
right.
You got to test you have to know what your vehicle's capable of.
Well, we're older and more skilled.
Just skilled. No, it's called self-preservation. I don't want to find out where the limit is. That's where bad stuff happens.
It's out of your reach. Well.
So what are you doing now, Will? You headed home? Is that what I heard?
Yeah. So just a couple of minutes ago, I was at home, and my shop. This shop I'm at is, a half mile from my house.
Oh! I thought you were out on the road. Okay, gotcha.
No. We got home earlier today, and so.
Oh, Brittany was with you?
I'll be home for a couple of weeks. Yeah, and the kids. It was nice that we all went. So we were all gone for a little while.
Nice.
Yeah, it's always good to get away from home for a little bit.
Yep. That's what we do. We call them workations. Work vacation. Gotcha, Will.
So that was the length of our trip too. So
Gotcha. That sucks.
yep, a lot. Oh, Jim says you'll have to hear my horn.
Yeah, he said
You,
let's hear the horns.
you want to see my horn?
No, I don't. Well, wait a second. Air horn on the truck? Yeah. There they are.
So I have a pristine set of Nathan Air chimes. And I'm going to switch to a different mic. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Jesus, that made me jump.
That'll
That's
get
a lot of
attention.
horn.
But it's great because people learn real quick. I'm not afraid to use them.
Right. I think mine just goes beep beep like the Roadrunner.
Yep.
All right, guys, I'm going to jump off here because I'm hooking up to this trailer and I'm going home.
Okay, buddy. Yeah, I think I'm going too. I'm going to bed. Steve, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, buddy.
Will, you take care. Brittany, if you're still around. Bye-bye.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to jump off here because I'm going to grab this and I'm heading home for the night. Oh, it's Budweiser time. Nice. Bud Heavy O'Clock.
All right, buddy.
Bud Heavy. All right, man. Well, you have a good night. It's nice chatting with you again. We'll see you soon, Doug. Sorry I didn't get to say bye, see you off. We'll talk to you soon, though, I'm sure.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you later. Have a good night, Steve.
Yeah, I'm gonna start having lives a lot more often now that I got more regulars coming in.
You got the crowd coming in. You just have to go live Friday nights. Just do that. Keep those up.
Oh yeah, I love the fucking up what's his faces live.
Yes. That just when I saw that pop up on Friday, I was like, wait, did he really just do this? Yes, he did. Good job, Steve.
I wasn't even thinking about the time either. I just popped it up.
Yeah. You just popped it up, huh? Yeah. You keep that to yourself. Have a good night, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, have a good one. Peace.
Peace.
All right, Dirty, you have a good one too, buddy. I want to say shoot me a text. Send me a message on Instagram, and I'll give you my new number. So, well, than that, I'm gonna shut this 3.5 hour stream down. Been good talking with you guys. So y'all have a great night.